In this session, we will learn how to manage users, groups, and organizational units, or called as OUs. In Active Directory, these are the most frequently used objects and are essential for identity and access management in any organization. Let's start with the user accounts, users in Active Directory. So, user accounts are used by the people to log into the systems and access resources. Like I explained in the previous one, when you create a user in a domain controller, then you will be able to provide access to the network resources like printers and folders. Each user has credentials, permissions, and policies. You can create users manually using the graphical interface or PowerShell script, or also in bulk using PowerShell scripts. The other object in Active Directory is called groups. Like it named, groups simplify the permission management. Instead of assigning access to each users individually, you add users to a group and assign access to the group. So for example, if you have a folder for HR department and you have 50 employees in HR department, if you're going to assign access to that folder individually, then you have to add 50 people to that folder access. So instead of that, if you can group the employees in HR department to one group, then you only need to add that group to that folder access. So security groups are used for permissions, and there are another type of group called distribution group, which are used for communication, like email distribution, for example. Then organizational unit. So OUs are like folders inside Active Directory. You can use them to organize your directory by department, location, or functions. But other than that, this is also important when you play with the group policies, because when you try to apply a group policy, these are applied at the OU level. A simple example is if you want to restrict USB access, then you can apply a group policy at OU level, and this will help you to restrict the USB access. And you can also delegate control of an OU to a specific user or team. So if you are a part of a large organization and you want to delegate the control of some users, then put them in one OU and then assign a specific user or a team to manage that OU. So this is how you can organize. So I talked about users, then groups, then OU. So how do you manage all these things? Active Directory, users, and computers. This is the tool that we use to manage these objects. But PowerShell is also a powerful alternative. You can use scripting and automation using PowerShell. You can also use like CSV files. You create a big CSV file, then you can use PowerShell script for bulk user creation. Now let's do a demo, a simple demo. This is a kind of a common task that when a new employee is onboarded to a company, then the employees will have like a lot of process to be completed inside the organization. And one of it is when you're onboarding an employee, you create a user accounts for them so that they can log into their system using Active Directory. So here we are going to simulate such a common task, onboarding new employees in HR department. So what we do first, we will create a OU called HR. Then we will add user accounts to like for example, I will create 2-3 users. They are considered as new hires. Then to manage the permission efficiently, we will create a security group named HR team and add the users to it. So finally, we will assign the HR team group access to a shared folder called HR files. So let's try to do this. I would request you also, if you are a beginner, you haven't practiced anything with the Active Directory, start with this, install an Active Directory, and let's try to create a few users and put them in one OU, and also create a group. Then try to provide access to some folders the same way I'm going to show to you. So let's move to the demo. So let's log into our Active Directory. Then you have two options to get into the Active Directory users and computers tool. Either you select the ADDS from here, then right click, then you see Active Directory users and computers here. The other option is go to the tools in the server manager. Then you can also access Active Directory users and computers here. Now it opens. Now you can create a OU. So to create an OU, right click on the domain name, then go to new. Then you see organizational unit where you can create the OU here. So here you're gonna type the name that you want to give to the OU. So here I type HR. Then I'm gonna create new users in this OU. So let's create the user. Then a login name. After that, it prompts for the password, so you can enter a password. The best practice is user must change the password at next login, but I'm not going to choose that because this one is just for the demo. So I will just put password never expire, then click next and finish. To create another user, you can do the same way. Like you can go to create new user, then put a name, then click next, then you can select the option based upon the demo or we are doing in production, then go for appropriate choice here. Then I finish. So I have 2 users created here. Now the next step is to create groups. To create a group, do the same. Right click, then go to new, then go to group. So I will just put like HR users and select security and global. Now the group is ready. Now I want to add these 2 users to this group. So click on the group, then go to members. Then you can add by typing the username here. This is one way to do. Or you can also just go to the user. Then you can click here add to group. Then you can search for the group name. So I put HR, then HR users automatically came here. Now I should have 2 users as a member of this. Now it's easy. Now if I want to create a folder in the one of the drive, and then I want to share this to the HR department, I don't need to add all the users. Instead, I will be adding just the group and those users will have access. So for example, I have a folder here. Let's name it as HR files. Then right click, then go to the properties. Then in the security, I will be editing. Then I will add HR. So you can see HR users. Then I can provide full control, for example, or I can modify based on the requirement. Then I click OK. OK. So now this folder can be accessed by the users once it is shared over the network, of course. Otherwise, they need to log into this computer and use it. Once this is shared over the network, then they will be able to access it because those users have permission to access these folders. Now it's time to summarize. So we learned about users, groups, and OUs. Users are the people and groups are the way to simplify the access control by grouping users into one group. Then OUs help you to organize and manage everything more efficiently. This is the foundation of access management in Active Directory. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.